Freestyle Cruising, that's what we'd all love to be doing in New York City with the brutal winter we have had. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jill Malandrino for TheStreet, along with Kevin Sheehan, CEO of Norwegian Cruise Lines. Freestyle Cruising, tell us about that.
You know, it's really, when I came in, that's what we called ourselves, but when you break it down, it's really a resort type vacation experience with the freedom and flexibility to do things on your own schedule. You don't have set dining times, you eat with whom you want, you dress how you want. So you kind of meander around the ship on your vacation the way you want to do it. So you can go to any of our 27 restaurants or go see whether it's the Breakaway Rock of Ages or the new Getaway that's just launching this week, Legally Blonde or Burn the Floor, or there's a Grammy experience on there, or if you want to go into one of the taverns and Howl at the Moon is there, and you know the battling pianos and sing along, or Second City on most of our ships. So it's the ability for you to do your vacation the way you want versus the prescription of the way the industry had grown from the beginning.
Well, over the past year, the stock top line growth was up over 8%. I think the big thing in this industry, and basically any sector you look at, is innovation. What's the next big thing?
Well, I think our industry has been ahead of the curve on so many different ways, but I think we at Norwegian Cruise Line are very proud of our heritage of being the innovator and always coming up with the new things. For instance, on these new ships, these last two ships, we've got the waterfront. So what we have is, for the first time ever in the industry, is a quarter-mile walk along a street in the evening, and you have indoor and outdoor dining and the gelato stand, and the Breakaway is a New York ship. It's got the Nathan's hot dog guys. So Ed Carlo's Bake Shop is on there. So we have the experiences that really connect you to the sea, but also preserve this great quality experience on the cruise ship.
Now, if we can finally talk about industry trends, other competitors have multiple lines underneath the brand.
Yes.
Norwegian Cruise Line is very specific to one. Is that just to keep that exclusivity and make that one brand perfect? You know,
it's a great question, because when I first came into the company 6 years ago, I did look at all of the other potential opportunities, and there were 3 or 4 things that I looked at very seriously. But when I looked at what we could do as a team on our own, and the future success that we would have if we were successful in executing, and we've now got 21 consecutive quarters of EBITDA growth, 21 consecutive quarters of margin improvement, and we've gone from last in the industry in just about everything to first in the industry in pricing and operating margins and return on invested capital and onboard revenues and on and on and on. So when you look at the growth rate, and we've talked to the market about being up about almost 70% in EPS this year in 2014, a staggering percent, and we're pretty confident with where we are right now as we look at the future. So you look at that growth rate and you say, what do you want to do, and put some noise in it. And I have a long history of being in companies and acquiring businesses when I was running Avis and buying Budget and integrating that into a great brand that's now the Avis Budget brand. Right. But I think we're happy where we are right now, and we'll continue to look at things, but why hurt our growth rates?
Well, hopefully next year we can do an off-site shoot on one of the fabulous cruise ships. Thanks very much, Kevin, for TheStreet in New York. I'm Jill Malandrino.